When after 7 years Marinette decided to confess her love to Adrian, at the same time, Zoe also decided to confess her love only to Marinette, and although only 9 months have passed since the start of the show, episode 17 of season 5, Adoration, will be the saddest of all. This is a story about a broken-hearted girl and it will be released on March 28th, and now let's analyze the new trailer to better understand what's happening in this episode. Imagine having someone who looks at you this way. The way Zoe looks at Marinette is the same way Adrian looks at Marinette, and although this episode has been available online in raw form for a long time, I won't spoil it, but I'll only touch on what is shown in the trailer. It starts with a very good moment where the school principal, Monsieur Damocles, announces to all the students in Marinette's class the end of the school year, and as tradition dictates, they must have a prom. Damocles stressed that there are only 2 weeks left until the end of the semester, during which the students should prepare for it, and the director also urged the kids to think carefully and talk about their feelings to those they are in love with. But this time the focus was not on Marinette and Adrian, but on a completely different character that no one would have thought of. It's Zoe, Chloe's stepsister. As it turned out, during the whole year spent with Marinette's class, she too fell in love. And guess who became her desired one? Yes, it's Marinette, and there's nothing surprising about it because the show Ladybug has long been practicing same-sex relationships, which are very well demonstrated by Rose and Juleka, Mark and Nathaniel, also the Night Owl and Majesty from the New York special episode, and that's not even the whole list of characters that Jacques doesn't hesitate to intertwine in a love interest, thereby raising the question of the LGBT community. Zoe is no exception, who has been in love with Marinette for a long time. In previous episodes, it's not hard to notice how she looks at Marinette, and this look is very hard to mistake for anything else. And, as we see from the trailer, Marinette confides in Zoe about her feelings for Adrian, explaining to her how hard it is to confess one's love to someone. And at this moment, I feel a little sorry for Zoe because she feels the same way but about Marinette. And the most heartbreaking part is that even if she confesses her love to Marinette, she won't get mutual feelings. Nevertheless, Zoe needs to tell Marinette the whole truth to ease her heart.
Sorry. It's totally okay.
Next moment in the trailer shows a dialogue between Chloe and Lila, who have come up with some plan. From this moment, it becomes clear that these two are working together, but still, they have a common goal to get rid of Ladybug. Although Chloe looks even with Lila, she is not the main one in their duo. Yes, she hates Ladybug, Marinette and everything associated with them, but Chloe is not the smartest, which cannot be said about the cunning and slippery Lila. Part of her plan was to akumatize Sabrina into a new supervillain, the Invisible One. By the way, in the first season, Sabrina was also the Invisible One. In the end, I think Lila used Chloe and her friendship with Sabrina to akumatize her and use her for her own dark purposes. The most intriguing part of the trailer begins, where we see the school principal, the mayor, parents and students from Marinette's class standing on the Eiffel Tower, and they are all just shocked looking at Marinette, who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. It seems that Lila and Chloe's plan did not go unnoticed, putting Marinette in a very awkward position. And of course, as always, it's a harsh setup, but I'm sure that smart and resourceful Marinette will be able to fix everything. Right after this incident, akumatized Sabrina appears, and in the next moment, we see Ladybug fighting against her. And although their fight looks very epic, immediately after that, we are shown the final scene with Marinette and Adrian. In the evening, he was returning home, but Marinette catches up with him before he enters and confesses her feelings to him. She tells him that she didn't expect this magical moment to happen like this, but Adrian emphasizes that it couldn't be more magical. The trailer ends here, and the most interesting part was not shown. And of course, I won't spoil what happens there, but I want to warn you that not everything will be as sweet as we see in the trailer. And I remind you that this episode will be released on March 28th on a Brazilian TV channel, that is, tomorrow. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so as not to miss new episodes. Also, visit my Patreon in the description to see much more. And of course, support this video with a like and turn on notifications. We will see each other with a new analysis of the new episode. Love you all and see you tomorrow.